Quiet, we're starting.
Early?
Okay, I'm back. Forgot my drink. Oh wait, I have you covered because you weren't there last week or 2 weeks ago. Hold on, so I can bring you back. Nope, that's not it. Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
Oh right.
The same's not coming.
Let's not do that. Oh, you're super big now.
Hello?
Oh, I'm so like, oh, I don't know. There's something going. Oh, hold on. There.
Time is all mixed up.
There.
Are we...
Well,
What?
let's close that up. There. Oh, that's a little off. Okay. Luckily, no one's watching.
I didn't even... My time is off. My computer time is off. I thought we still had minutes left. I'm so sorry.
What?
Welcome.
What are you talking about?
No, it's all good. Hi, hello.
Hold on. Now I have to share my screen. We're so far behind.
Okay.
Screens. There's that. There's that.
It's called DIY for a reason.
Oh, now it shows the... Oh, now you're super big again. Oh, there we go. God.
I love it.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah, welcome to another episode, I guess.
Hi.
Oh, wait, I forgot to hit record on the thing, too. God damn it.
Perfect. At least you did it now
There we go.
instead of later on.
Yeah. Okay. So another live stream tonight. Some things to talk about. Celebration is this weekend. Also, the death of Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, there's lots to celebrate, and I think one of the main ones is our sponsor, yousellcomics.com. And of course, they're the sponsors, again, of this video. And just to remind everybody that there are new multi-vendor marketplace for selling comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as $5.99 a month. Run your own auctions for $15.99 a month, or a 5% new commission for unlimited listings. Pay what you sell. Sign up for a free month, free trial at yousellcomics.com.
Okay, so I meant Star Wars Celebration is this weekend. So we
Yes,
should get some
mucho
trailers,
important.
Spec.
I think we're going to get a movie
disappointing,
announcement.
Disappointed people this week for Spec.
Yes.
Because we have some Secret Invasion news. But first, let's talk about Ike Perlmutter.
Yeah.
A horrible human being.
Yeah.
Bob Iger has had enough of him. So Disney laid off like 7,000 people. Yeah, 7,000 people. Disney spokesperson has confirmed to Deadline that Ike Perlmutter is out at the company. Note, Perlmutter oversaw the consumer products division of Marvel and isn't part of the Kevin Feige-led Marvel Studios. Perlmutter's departure comes amid Disney cutting 7,000 jobs in a massive overhaul of its employees' core. That's part of a $5.5 billion cost-cutting maneuver to position the Mouse House even more for the streaming-obsessed entertainment era. Perlmutter's Marvel Entertainment will be folded into other parts of Disney corporate umbrella. Perlmutter oversight included comic book publishing, which reportedly earns $40 to $60 million annually. Actually seems kind of low for Marvel for only $60 million a year.
A little low.
Yeah. Dan Buckley, president of Marvel Entertainment, will stay in place and report to Feige, president of Marvel Studios. Buckley previously reported to Feige and Perlmutter. Perlmutter sold Marvel to Disney in 2009 for $4 billion, having previously steered the company during the 90s, capitalizing on the comic book label's superhero merchandising business. He hasn't been an integral part of feature film since he warred with Feige over Doctor Strange's production. Perlmutter wanted to fire Feige, but Disney boss Bob Iger said in a TV interview last month he couldn't let that happen. The returned Disney CEO told CNBC in February that he initially promised Perlmutter he could continue to run Marvel after the acquisition, but not forever necessarily. And in 2015, he was intent on firing Kevin Feige, and I thought that was a mistake and stepped in to prevent that from happening. I think Kevin is an incredibly talented executive that the Marvel track record speaks for itself. No love lost between Perlmutter and Iger. Let's put it this way: he's not happy about it. Well, of course he's not happy about it. Who likes to be fired? But let's see all the ways Perlmutter is a terrible human being. Let's just remind ourselves.
Oh, do we want to do a list? Do we have a list?
Well, I found a list.
Of course you did.
Yeah, so he was appointed Veterans Affairs aide by President Trump. Yikes. So
I didn't even know that.
Neither did I. I didn't know that he was in the administration too. I knew he was a big Trump fan, but
in the administration.
Well, he probably didn't do a lot, but
I mean, he probably didn't figure out how to.
Number one, G. Willow Wilson, a Muslim woman and one of the creators of Kamala Khan, recently expressed concern over Ike working for Donald Trump. People understand that in today's world, we vote as much with our dollars as we do with our ballots. We don't want the things we buy and enjoy to support bigotry and injustice. The real possibility of a Trump presidency is terrifying to those who would prefer not to live in a dystopian autocracy. And for obvious reasons, the idea that the CEO of Marvel supports Trump makes a lot of readers seriously concerned. Number two, this guy's been feuding with his neighbor since 2013, going as far as to claim he secretly harvested Ike's DNA. Yeah, he thinks there's going to clone conspiracy on him. What's the feud over? Ike doesn't like his neighbor's pool lights illuminating part of his tennis court. Part of his tennis court? It's not like it's even bothering him from like sleeping or like in his window.
What happens when he wants to go play midnight tennis?
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you
have lights on my tennis court?
How dare you light up the dark? How dare you?
Let's see, what is another one here? Ike is hit with a countersuit stating he sent hate mail to his neighbor, sent other people in his area claiming his neighbor was a rapist and pedophile. Also sent threats to prison inmates signing his neighbor's name. So the DNA thing was thrown out.
Jesus.
He's not denying he lied to ruin his neighbor's image, sent threats to prison with his neighbor's name attached. That's a whole weird thing. In 2011, he fired dozens of people in a single week to cut costs. There's no logic behind who he chose to fire other than assuming that they are the ones who can be replaced for cheaper. Well, that's pretty standard. It's pretty standard for a corporation. I can't really fault them for that one.
I guess.
Banned from Marvel Studio offices. Rumor puts the reason as to save people's marriages. Don't know what that means. 3 black women sued him and Marvel in 2012 because in addition to being super homophobic, he's a fucking racist. The suit claimed that despite the 3 women all being longtime Marvel executives, he always referred to them as the help. Other claims listed there were things such as telling one woman she had a bullet with her name on it. For the record, Ike is a strong supporter of open carry and often carries his gun to the office. Oh my god. To cut costs on films, Ike replaced Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle because nobody would notice. Telling former Disney executive Annie Mooney all black people look alike. How is this guy still like employed by then? Jesus Christ. So he's gone. I mean, there's lots of. I mean, this goes on for another. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I think we can call it there.
Finally, Iger did the right thing and got rid of him. I'm sure this will upset, hardcore right-wing people who enjoyed his racism, but
gonna upset 17 people.
There's a few more than that, unfortunately, but yeah.
Probably.
Okay, moving on. Jason Aaron, one of the big names in comic book industry right now, is a writer. He wrote on Avengers. He wrote on Ghost Rider, Punisher, etc., etc. He had found his home at Marvel for the better part of 2 decades after writing years-long runs on the likes of Thor, Avengers. The creator is no longer exclusive to the House of Ideas. Exclusives are typically put in place to prohibit the creators from working from other work-for-hire publishers such as DC, and now that he's not under contract, Aaron revealed he hopes to focus on creator-owned books and other work-for-hire opportunities for the foreseeable future. First time since 2008, so I'm not bound by any sort of exclusive agreement with Marvel. My deal was up late last year, and while I remain very happy with my relationship with Marvel, and I've been talking with them about another project, I chose not to renew my exclusive. Aaron wrote in the latest edition of his newsletter. Aaron went on to say that 15 years worth of work-for-hire stuff is more than enough, before saying he's going to spread his wings and focus on other projects. I find myself enjoying a sort of freedom I haven't had in a very long time, able to pursue whatever creative opportunities I so choose. And I have been already pursuing a few, some creator-owned, some work-for-hire. The division of my workload and my time has already shifted as I'm placing more of an emphasis on new creator-owned work, while also tackling some brand new work-for-hire challenges. In short, as I said, it's an exciting time. And a fun as fuck time, you might say. I can't wait to tell you more about what I've been able to do so far. Yeah, so I guess he's giving up on Thor. Like he was currently writing Thor. He just finished the Avengers run. I think there's still a couple books to come out for his run of Avengers to tie it all up, like Avengers Million BC or something. But and he's still writing Ghost Rider. At least Stephen Percy's writing Ghost Rider now, I think. So, Stephen Percy is writing Ghost Rider. Jason Aaron did Cosmic Ghost Rider. So I'm not sure who's doing the new Cosmic Ghost Rider then, because they just relaunched that. Cosmic Ghost Rider 2023 is being written by Stephanie Phillips. So not Jason Aaron at all.
No, not even close.
So he, I'm sure DC will want him to do something. Why wouldn't he want to play in that sandbox? Do something like Batman or Superman or Justice League.
I would assume they're going to ramp up with everything happening with the DCU. So.
Oh yeah, and I wonder if he might go the way of Substack too, like Tinian did, where it's his own kind of thing, and you can pay a monthly subscription for the stuff he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you watch the Blue Beetle trailer?
I did watch the Blue Beetle trailer.
And
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but I mean, if this... See, this is the thing that also kind of like is like hard to like fathom.
Here's the thing, guys.
They were able to make this trailer for Blue Beetle. It looked pretty good. The visual effects.
Yes.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Granted, didn't look amazing, but how bad did Batgirl have to be for this movie to get made after that movie and still have enough to be able to get released? And Batgirl didn't. So was it like that? Was it that bad? Because this movie
Batgirl had an
started
Oscar winner in it.
Sorry, I know. It had. Yeah, they must be kicking themselves, honestly, because with those coattails, that movie would have done at least something.
Um,
But
it looked fine. I mean, it's standard. It seems like a standard origin story creator.
yeah, but
I think
I think it
the
had a
new
little bit more
actors.
pizzazz than like
It
it
was
kind of
funnier
normally
than
does.
most.
Yeah.
I think Zolo. I think his name's Zolo. Who's playing Jamie Reyes? He's fine. He's fine. Like he's fine in Karate Kid. So,
Mm.
I guess I kind of just don't like. So I guess they're saying he will be incorporated into the new universe with Saffron and Gunn.
Yeah.
So maybe that gives me a bit more hope that this could be a good movie. But I don't. Are they just gonna keep the character? Like, how does this fit into the story of the other ones? Because I mean, this was made and written before Gunn and Saffron. This was shot, I think, more than
This
a
was
year
in the
ago.
gray area because
And
this is
it was
when
written like 2 years before that. So
easily.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's in this gray area where it's not a part. It's not supposed to be a part of any of the universes, but then again, it's supposed to be its like standalone movie.
yeah,
But because it's so close, it's like I don't know.
yeah. We'll see. I don't know that I would see this in theaters anyways, but
Oh,
I don't know.
really?
What's the last DC movie I saw in theaters?
Suicide Squad?
Nope. No, because I watched that at home because it came out at the same time. HBO Max. Same with Wonder Woman came out because of COVID at the same time.
Right.
I did not see Justice League in theaters. I'm not even sure I saw Batman vs Superman in theaters. I think I saw Dawn of Justice and was like, I give up. Oh no, I saw Aquaman in theaters. I think that's the last DC movie I saw in theaters. Aquaman.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Aquaman in theaters was decent though. Nice.
I mean, it looked cool. There are obviously some issues with Aquaman, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Canon.
So, stupid comic book unlocking this. Hold on a second, people.
Damn you, comic book. Oh,
It
dude,
didn't do this
yes.
before.
Yeah, it's doing this to me. It's doing this.
Continue
Yeah,
without.
it's doing this now. Yeah, it's doing this now.
Anyways,
Continue with
I'm gonna have
ads,
to
I
update
guess.
my pie hole Docker on my Unraid to block this sort of shit. Anyways,
No, same.
so this one is like a yes please, can we make this happen? Mike Flanagan
Yeah.
pitched Clayface movie to DC's James Gunn and Peter Safran. Mike Flanagan is one of the biggest names working in horror today, and should he get his way, he'll be putting a stamp on the DC universe before too long at all. Under a sizable deal with Netflix, Flanagan has released limited shows from The Haunting of Hill House to Midnight Mass and The Midnight Club. He also did the sequel to The Shining called Doctor Sleep, I believe. Now reports say the filmmaker has talked to James Gunn and Peter Safran about doing a film in the DC universe featuring Clayface. In a news story from Deadline, it said Flanagan has met with Gunn and Safran to pitch him on his take of the iconic Batman villain. According to the initial report, this version of Clayface wouldn't antagonize Batman or be a DC universe villain, but instead serve one of the DCU's superheroes. Oh, wow. In the same report, it said Clayface also happens to be a part of Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2. Oh, really? So it's unclear if DC Studios would choose to use Flanagan's project to tie the film to the DC universe or keep things separate. Either way, it said DC Studios hasn't said no to Flanagan's pitch just quite yet.
I mean, there's a pretty big rumor going around right now that Clayboy is going to be in Batman 2. Clayface.
Clayboy? I didn't know he was pitching him as a superhero. That's interesting.
I didn't know that either.
Also, that One Bad Day that came out last month with Clayface was really good. Yeah, I highly recommend. All of those One Bad Days one shots were really good. If you're interested in Batman and seeing like a little little villain take on each one. But yeah, I have the Ra's al Ghul one to read. I think that's the last one. But yeah, Flanagan can do anything he wants. I know he's also currently working on a Dark Tower series that he hasn't got anyone to buy it, but I'm assuming someone will buy it. Yeah, so Mike Flanagan can DCU Clayface, please, or like let him do it. Like let him do anything really.
Yeah. I'm a little worried.
Actually, he could probably do a good Constantine thing.
He could
Magic and Hal, and
just a little worried if like he has too much reins, like too much control.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he needs the help of producers to.
Well, I'll get him a good showrunner. It's easy enough to do.
God, was he the showrunner on his shows?
Well, I don't know. I knew he was
I'll
a writer.
check.
He
I'll check.
wasn't a director. I don't think.
Yeah, he
Does he direct all of it?
No, not all of it.
Yeah, I mean,
you keep going.
He wrote Midnight. My understanding is he wrote Midnight Mass, The Haunting of House Hill, etc. But I'm not sure he directed any episodes. It's a different skill set to do one and the other. I mean,
he directed. Are you ready for this? Oh my god! Are you ready for this? Oh my god! He directed all of Hill House.
Oh really? Did he direct Bly Manor?
Unless I'm wrong, he directed some episodes of Bly Manor.
Mm-hmm.
He directed some episodes of Midnight Club. Midnight Mass was more than 7 episodes, right?
Yeah, I think it was 10.
Yeah, so he directed almost over 3/4 of Midnight Mass.
I guess he does have both skills then.
So he's got some skills, considering Midnight Mass, but besides being a slow burn ripper, that was fucking that was
the writing
good.
on that show was phenomenal.
That was good.
The monologues and the soliloquies, yeah.
The monologues were quite good.
Yep.
And it's funny because I remember someone said something like, I learned more about the Quran and Islam in this show than I've done in the last 10 years of living my life. And it's like,
well, that's more about ignorance than the show being good, but
I mean,
anyways.
But anyway, yes, it was very good.
Okay, so Jeremy Renner did an interview with somebody.
Someone. He was mangled.
the Diane Sawyer. Story of terror, survival, and triumph.
Terror.
Anyways, that comes out April 6th, which is in 2 days. It kind of revealed a little bit. They gave a little tease of the interview. He had 8 ribs broken in 14 places, a right knee, a right ankle broken, a left ankle broken, a right shoulder broken, a face, not his face, face, eye socket, jaw broken, and his lung collapsed. So that all happened like a couple days after Christmas, yes?
Yes. Or was it on near Christmas?
Might have been New Year's Day, I think. Doesn't say here. Anyways, he's got a show coming out called Renovations, where he helps kind of turns things into community-based things to help people. I don't know.
They started shooting it right after the accident, so he's just mangled the entire time when they're trying to put up drywall.
Okay, that's not when they started shooting it, but anyways, you can watch that interview on ABC on June 6th. But I'm glad he's doing better.
Yes, very glad. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Jonathan Hickman, another quite popular comic book writer, especially from Marvel. Also some independent stuff. He is rewriting the Marvel Universe again. So he did House of X Powers of X, which kind of tipped the Marvel X-Men universe upside down. Some people liked it, some people didn't. It's kind of gone that way since he did that. But now it looks like he's doing it again. First teased last year at San Diego Comic-Con. The time has finally come to reveal what writer Jonathan Hickman and Valerio Schiti have planned for Marvel Comics. This autumn, that means the rewrite and relaunch of biggest things at Marvel Comics, and it is something that Jonathan Hickman has been planning for a very long time. Over the last decade, Hickman has boldly transformed the worlds of Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and the X-Men. Gods will mark his most ambitious undertaking to date, dramatically reshaping Marvel's pantheon of cosmic beings and entities behind the very fabric of reality. So that looks like it's the Darkhold.
Yeah.
Known for his outstanding work on events like Empire. I did not like Empire. I could not get through that. I don't know why. Maybe some people liked it. I did not like Empire. Axe Judgment Day, which I have not fully read yet. Acclaimed artist Valerio Schiti will join Hickman to bring forth this epic journey into the unknown. Together, along with master colorist Marte Gracia, the team will build a new Marvel mythology overflowing with daring concepts, intricate systems, and fascinating new characters, some of whom have been in action long before your favorite Marvel heroes. I wonder what that means. At last year's New York Comic Con, fans got a glimpse at the new cast and early concept art, but who are they really? What catastrophe finally draws them out of the shadows? Meet Wynn, a mysterious player in a war that exists outside the orders we know, and a vital member of the Aeon's old hierarchy that includes the omnipotent rulers of the universe, such as Eternity, Infinity, and the Living Tribunal. After a fateful meeting with Doctor Strange, Wynn hints at something even bigger, that the forces of good and evil, where the very building blocks of creation scheme and clash. It's the beginning of a breathtaking epic at the crossroads of science and magic, one that will shatter our understanding and open our eyes to the ideas beyond all that we perceive. So yeah, they're gonna turn everything upside down again.
Yeah.
The art looks good, though. I do enjoy the art. When does this come out? What you wouldn't believe.
End of year.
Starts May 6th with Free Comic Book Day. Avengers X-Men #1 in coming months. Stay tuned. More. What happens with the powers be for 6 special? Oh, it's got a special preview in Free Comic Book Day. So this probably won't come out till I think in September, or October, November. I think it probably would start.
Okay. I said December. So.
Yeah, Gods. So
Gods.
You can like him or hate him, but Hickman is gonna change things again. Okay, for all of those, oh my god, for all those who collect comics, Gold Key will pop up in many people's garage sales. They're usually old, like Monster or Cowboy.
Yeah,
they were around in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Oh, also Turok, Son of Stone was a Gold Key comic back in the day.
Really?
Magnus Robot Fighter, yeah. The N64 Turok, Son of Stone.
No way.
So after taking a break for nearly 40 years, Gold Key Comics is returning with one of its most popular titles. Tuesday it was unveiled Gold Key has been purchased by a new group. Not only is the publisher returning in earnest, but it's already taken up its first Kickstarter project. A reimagining of Boris Karloff's horror line. Boris Karloff Gold Key Mysteries is the first title from the publisher, an anthology of 3 separate horror stories by some well-known creatives. The first issue, Michael W. Conrad from Doom Patrol, Steve Orlando from Midnighter and Apollo, RTM Trakhanoff from the Seven Deadly Sins, Kelly Williams, Eerie, and Jock from Heavy Metal are the writers and artists behind the first 3 stories, which appear to pay tribute to various corners of the genre. So the Gold Key return raised $18,000 of the campaign's $12,000 goal.
Oh, wow.
The brand was purchased by Lance Linderman, Adam Brooks, Mike Dines, and Arnold Guerrero, and now operates under Gold Key Entertainment LLC.
Okay.
I know my local comic book guy, the owner, he likes that old Gold Key stuff. So,
really,
yeah, I think he's gonna be stoked about this. I think he really will. Okay, so we'll do keys of the week and what else are we doing? Oh yeah, top 10.
Give it to me.
Yikes.
Keys of the week. Your top 10.
Okay. Oh, that's a little off. Let me just move that a bit. Okay. So number 1. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man is no longer in the top 10.
It's the
that I've been
first
for a
time
very
in
long time.
for a long time. Yeah, wow.
Last Ronin is back in the top 10.
Weird jump.
Prince Purple Rain cover is still there. No One is still there. That is a cool cover of the Jabba's Palace one shot.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
cool.
would have bought it myself, but it was $100 and I couldn't really. It hurt. It would hurt if I bought it. Like, it's a great cover, but it hurts.
It's a tough one.
Meet the Skrulls is in the top 10 this week, and
Cool. It's a cool cover.
Because we got a new Secret Invasion trailer.
Indeed.
And Emily Clark's character is not Abigail Brand. It is what's her name? Gallo? She's Talos's daughter?
Yes.
Is it Gallo? G-A?
I can't remember.
Gia, I guess. G-I-A-H. I was close. It had a G in it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's confirmed that Emily Clark is playing her, so she's not Abigail Brand. So your Astonishing X-Men 6 can go in the garbage now.
Toss her in.
Yes.
Let it hit the juice at the bottom.
I will put a PO box number in the comments if you'd like to send it to me.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah. So that's
so
number
nice.
2. Terrifics. I'm not sure what this is. That looks like Plastic Man. James Gunn 9 or better.
Oh,
First
because they
appearance-
announced someone
Terrifics?
playing. No, I
Someone
think it's
playing
somebody.
Plastic Man?
Is it Plastic Man?
First appearance of Team. Well, it says first appearance of Team. What team? The Terrifics, I guess. I mean, I like Plastic Man in DC. I hope they do something with him. I think he's a real funny guy. So that's number 1.
Was it?
Dragonlance from 1988 is in the top 10. That's weird. Is there a Dragonlance show or something coming? Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe they think that's gonna be next to be adapted. Listen, Dungeons and Dragons Among Thieves got great reviews, did well at the box office, but it's still a ways from making money. So I hope Easter weekend is going to be big for them. We are seeing it on Friday.
Nice.
So I hope it does do well.
Yeah, I think it's
Harley Quinn. Oh, there's another Dungeons and Dragons there. Harley Quinn cover, number 28. It's just a random cover, I guess. Yeah, it's just a 1 in 50 variant. Nope, 1 in 25. Why is this Avengers in there? Is it Black? It's not Black Knight. What is this? Oh, Grim Reaper. Yes, they cast Grim Reaper in the Wonder Man TV show.
Really?
Yes.
Who was it? Who be?
Grim Reaper cast. Wonder Man. And also that it's Demetrius Gross from Swagger and Justified.
Okay.
And they have started filming. That got confirmed yesterday.
Damn.
So, yes. So that's now in the top 10. Okay. Keys of the week in stores today and tomorrow. Move that over. Spider-Man number 7, first appearance of Spider-Boy. Any number of outlets where you buy comics are probably sold out by now. The ones that I go to, all of the variants except one was sold out.
Wow.
eBay, they were already going for $20, even though no one has them in hand because they're not allowed to actually physically give them out.
Jesus.
Captain Canada Comics, which I order variants from, had a strict 1 per customer policy. And if you were to buy another one and get caught, you would get none, was their policy. So that's nice. I have Spider-Man on my list, so I should get a second one from my local LCS tomorrow. Because they're nice to me because I have it on my pull list. So if you're able to find Spider-Man number 7, you have a $20 comic on your hands, I guess.
Ooh,
instantly.
spicy.
Amazing Spider-Man 23 variant. I actually got myself a copy of this one too. This one's fun.
Nice.
With it's a What If cover. Who's that? Brutus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Codename Ric Flair. Magic 8-Ball #1. So weird that Ric Flair is getting a comic. Ric Flair, mild-mannered professional wrestler, severely injured in a plane wreck, but is rebuilt by surgeon as Ric Flair, aka the Nature Boy, who must now use his wrestling persona as a cover while he works to save the world as a secret agent.
I enjoy that the title of the comic is called Magic 8-Ball 1. And then as well, I wanted to mention I watched a recent interview with a pretty popular wrestler.
Kevin Nash?
No.
Triple H?
I think it was more popular than that. And
Big Daddy Diesel's not popular?
He's popular. But anyway,
Who's
he
more
literally
popular
asked...
than, was it John Cena?
They literally asked this person, you know, you've been in so many parties, you've been around so long, you've done, you know, for 20 years, you know, who is like the most eccentric, craziest, you know, like who is the one that was like in your mind, you're like, he was like top, like no, he on and off, no one could stop him, or like there was like just no like steam, just kept coming no matter what, and he was like Ric Flair in a heartbeat. He's like Ric Flair, there was never any downtime. I don't know if I ever saw the man sleep. He's like, obviously sleep, but yes, like it's just, he just was nonstop, and I could only imagine how he was like in real life. It'd be crazy.
You ever listen to a podcast called Behind the Bastards?
No.
So it's a pretty good one. It's they usually do delve into the history of bad people.
Okay.
Back in the 30s, there was a woman who was stealing kids and tricking young mothers into giving their kids up for adoption, and she'd sell them to rich people. Ric Flair was one of those kids. He was stolen from his original mother. The mother couldn't read, signed off on that she didn't know what she was doing, and that Ric Flair was given away by this evil woman to a rich family because she was selling kids. Yeah, he was
How
one of the
old
last
is he?
ones.
Because he's in his late 70s, early 80s, right?
Yeah. So he was one of the last ones to get stolen.
No way.
Disney villain Scar #1, solo series featuring the Lion King villain. Hairball #1, a young girl in a dysfunctional family begins to suspect that her black cat is behind all her troubles, probably waking her up in the middle of the night for pets or getting fed. And strange whispering in her ear at night, but finds that ridding herself of the creature is not so easy. Hyperspace Stories #1, convention exclusive, featuring Jackson with the rabbit. Jackson the rabbit. Junk Rabbit. What's with the rabbits now? Junk Rabbit #1 solicitation claims Swamp Thing meets RoboCop in a series about climate change.
Amazing.
Coming with me. The Nasty #1, an 18-year-old video store employee comes across a notorious film that's so scary it becomes the target of a decency laws, and a story about the perception of evil, the power of genre, and love of fandom.
Okay.
Unicorn Vampire #1. Sorry, Vampire
Whoa.
Hunter #1. Young girl's troubles begin after moving to a magical marsh where she is saved by a unicorn and kills a vampire by goring it through the heart with his horn. Weird. Okay. Batman Vengeance the Bane, reprint of Bane's first appearance. Amazing Spider-Man 23, black and white cover of the What If. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty 11, debut of new Sharon Carter suit inspired by the Destroyer. Oh, that should be fun. Prelude to the Cold War crossover event, which continues in Captain America Cold War Alpha #1. Planet of the Apes is back. Marvel resumes publishing Planet of the Apes stories for the first time since 1977.
Wow.
Scarlet Witch #4, first appearance at Scythia, leader of the Bacchae.
Okay, yeah.
Bocce. Spider-Gwen, Shadow Claws #2, first appearance of a Sandman version of Gwen Stacy. Spider-Man number 7, first appearance of a new hero that writer Dan Slott has promoted as being significant and will appear on the cover of the spoiler variant.
Whoa.
So, this guy. Or this girl. That looks like a girl.
What's happening? Okay, can you click it? What's happening here?
I did click it.
Oh, sorry. I was watching the other stream. I apologize. Yeah.
Tearing apart the spider suit. She looks kind of like a fly, but like
kind of like a fly.
It's got lots of wings. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe let's go dragonfly.
It's weird. Venom 18, introduction of the eventuality, appeared as a disembodied hand in the final issue of page 17. Batman 134, 1 in 25 variant. Josh is sneezing. Batman 134, punchline 1 in 50 variant. Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing variant cover. I always like Lee Bermejo's covers. That's nice.
That's unreal.
Poison Ivy 11, My Little Pony 11. Okay, so those are your keys of the week in stores today and tomorrow.
I'm wondering if that Poison Ivy comic is there dealing with that last minute news article I added. Maybe.
Oh, maybe I didn't see that.
We'll see. Maybe.
Okay, Blade is back. We know that there's a movie coming. Maybe eventually.
Yes.
If it ever gets shit together. Marvel,
maybe eventually. Sounds about
Marvel's
right.
Currently doing a comic with his daughter. I read the first issue. I wasn't really into it. But maybe other people liked it. Marvel has revealed the new Blade series coming this summer. The new Blade comic has a creative team of Brian Hill from Batman and the Outsiders, attached as a writer, and Elena Casagrande from Black Widow as the artist. Synopsis is as follows. Marvel's slickest vampire hunter returns in a brand new ongoing by Brian Hill and Elena Casagrande. True evil is patient, and a dark ancient power has been simmering quietly for centuries, and when Blade himself is the only one to unknowingly unleash it, Marvel's entire supernatural underworld will come out of hiding to demand he handle it, or pay a pound of flesh for his mistakes. Bloodbath, blackmail, and Blade. You won't want to miss this explosive first issue.
The 3 Bs, baby.
Yeah. So when does this come out? First issue is this summer.
Right.
Blade's daughter Bloodline is currently starring in her own series. I don't mind that cover.
It's a good cover. It's very crotchy.
Yes, always got to focus on the. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the zombies, like the vampires and zombies around, looked really cool.
Well, it should be vampires. There shouldn't really. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Captain America: New World Order rumored to have major X-Men connections.
Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here!
From Jeff Snyder, this guy.
Our favorite guy.
Yeah, this guy's got all the info.
It's our favorite
as
fucking
filming
guy.
continues on Captain America: New World Order in New York, we have some interesting rumors. Blah blah blah. Snyder has heard that Red Hulk will put in the movie. Oh, really? Didn't that? That's a wild guess. It'll be Harrison Ford's general roster during the transformation, and that Valentina Allegra de Fontaine will be working with 5 other villains to form the Serpent Society. Their mission to locate and extract a new kind of metal that's even more powerful than vibranium. Do you know what it is? What's more powerful than vibranium?
It's more powerful.
It's adamantium.
Oh, no way.
The 4th installment in the franchise will have ties to the X-Men, so we can only assume this metal is adamantium. He doesn't elaborate, but a previous rumor has suggested that the Celestial known as Tiamat, who was frozen mid-emergence at the end of Eternals, will be the source of the alloy. That kind of actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So, like, if you think about it, right? Like, what? It's Eternals came out 2019
during the pandemic. So
It was during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was October 2020. Eternals came out on Disney Plus.
It was. What? Oh my god! It feels like it came out in theaters and stuff. Did stuff. Anyway,
I don't think it came out. I mean,
well, it did, but yeah, I don't. Okay.
Disney Plus release date. I was wrong. I was so wrong. It was wait. So
It was during the pandemic.
right, but it was
So it was
theaters
the
October,
fall,
right?
the fall of 2021.
It was November 5th. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was a full year off. So it was 2021. So it actually hasn't been that long, actually, since we've had the Eternals.
And that was 2 years fucking behind. But
Yeah.
okay, so that's not too bad, but it's essentially been about 3 years since anybody really said,
Anything about the Celestials?
yeah, a giant god sitting in the middle of on one of the oceans.
Yeah.
Other than what did we get? A news article? There was a news article in a back shot or something.
Yeah, was it Miss Marvel or She-Hulk had?
Yeah, it said something. Yeah, something about a hand.
I think it was She-Hulk.
I think it's silly that they didn't really address that because it's just so ridiculously gigantic. It would be interesting for them to use Celestials as a way to get, adamantium, and as well to introduce another section of, I guess, the X-Men, right? So with that,
this is going to be weird for the timeline, and here's why. If they're using an Eternal to get adamantium, then it hasn't existed in the world before that.
that's right.
And then Wolverine will be super young, well, comparatively. He's probably 100 years old at that point, but in the timeline, he would get his adamantium, what, 10 years after they develop it, right? Like, so he wouldn't be Wolverine. The timeline is weird if they're using that.
So then what? Yeah, you can't even, because then if it's only coming from a Celestial, they had no idea. Like, they're not traveling to different universes to grab it.
Like a year later, all of a sudden you have Wolverine, and he's already been experimented on, and like in the X-Men. I don't know.
Okay, so here's a question for you that I have. How long was the span between him being experimented and having and getting the exoskeleton
Removed.
versus when you meet him in, like, let's say X-Men, like the movie X-Men 1, when he's like, haggard, roaming across Canada?
Well, we also had Wolverine Origins, which would tell us that.
Oh, right. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Was that in the 70s?
Because he got it in Wolverine Origins.
Did they say that he had his bone stuff first, and then
Bone
the
claws?
seal came over? Oh God,
He
I
had his bone
forget.
claws. Like they showed that when he was a kid, that he had bone claws.
Right, that and in the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they took his.
The Japanese one.
Yes, the Wolverine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Which I liked, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was a good movie. Well, it got weird at the end with Silver Samurai, but yeah, James. Oh yeah, and then you know what? They never. I totally forgot that they cut his claws off at the end of the Wolverine, and then
yes,
he's just got his claws back.
Because he just grew them back because they're bone.
Yeah, but they didn't have. But he had adamantium claws in Logan.
Right, so he must have got them back somehow, obviously, or something happened. So
skip that part of the storytelling.
Hey, maybe that's what happened. He traveled back.
Well, they should do that storyline where Magneto rips the adamantium out of his body. That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be really nice to see, but I can tell you right now, I don't think we're gonna see it. Not hold on, sorry.
15 years.
I'm gonna say a minimum of 10 years.
Yeah, this is gonna be a while.
A long while.
Okay.
Sad.
In all honesty, if you're Marvel and you're making anywhere from at least 50 million to 100 million each film, like, why would you bother like bringing out the the superstars when you're just coasting on what you got already.
Correct.
I don't know. So Fall of X is coming. This will also shake up the Marvel Universe. Uncanny Spider-Man, Alpha Flight coming back. Dark X-Men. The image below was past Bleeding Cool earlier today, seemingly detailing the upcoming Fall of X event from Marvel Comics. Everybody's dead.
They're gone.
Yeah. That didn't take too long to leak, and on April Fool's Day of all days, especially as some of the titles seem rather suspect. Astonishing Iceman, yeah, that one's weird. Uncanny Spider-Man, yeah, I buy that one. A title Children of the Vault, the return of Alpha Flight. Invincible Iron Man has been crossing over with the X-Men recently, and Uncanny Avengers was announced for August, but Realm of X, might that be a threequel to The Way of X and Legacy of X? Dark X-Men, can the X-Men get any darker? Update, Astonishing Iceman will be written by Steve Fox. The image by Brian Hitch does also mirror a classic Alan Davis Mark Farmer image from one of the first X-Men crossovers back in the day, Fall of Mutants, which I have that omnibus sitting on my shelf waiting to be read. Oh, and I did take Steve's advice from last week. I kicked Captain Britain to the curb.
Nice.
Yeah, I've moved on to Cosmic Ghost Rider. Which is weird for me, my somewhat OCD about finishing books. In the last 10 years since I've been reading a lot of books, I've only ever, this is the second book I stopped reading because it was
really
yeah. There was a science book on immortality that it was just garbage. Garbage.
Just garbage.
And then yeah, this one, Captain Britain. Okay. First tease that New York City Fall of X will be an overarching storyline impacting every X-Men title. And the Marvel Universe as we know it and represents a crucial chapter of the Krakoa era, which began in Jonathan Hickman's House of X and Powers of X. Note, it's not the end of it. Fall of X will be taking place around the same time as Hellfire Gala, which will have a real-life version play out at San Diego Comic-Con, courtesy of D3. Oh, that's fun. Teases in Invincible Iron Man detail an upcoming war for mutant kind. Orcus is likely to be a main antagonist. It's also worth noting that Marvel Studios appear to be about to reveal their own plans for X-Men and TV. Well, no, they're not even close to that, but sure.
No.
Joe Quesada signs Amazon first look deal to adapt comic book IPs. Former Marvel Comics EIC, Joe Quesada signed an exclusive first look deal with Amazon to adapt comic book IPs in television. Back in November 2022, we learned Marvel's live action streaming service universe was going to be expanding in a big way. Thanks to the deal between Amazon and Sony, viewers can expect 5 upcoming projects, including Spider-Man Noir, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, and Silk Spider Society from Angela Kang, and Lord and Miller, and that was just the recent comic book based project in development at Streamer. Now the Streamer looks to sharpen its focus on more comic based film and television products. Amazon has signed former Marvel Comics editor-in-chief Joe Quesada. He's quoted as saying, "I can't begin to express just how thrilled I am to be joining the Amazon Studios family. From the moment Nick Pepper, Matt King, and the team approached me, it was clear we spoke the same language and shared the same creative goals. What was also clear is that they are creating a collaborative environment and a unique methodology that I'm surprised no one has yet thought to implement, but I'm certain that will be quickly imitated." No idea what that means. They did take a chance on The Boys, and The Boys is amazing.
Yeah, look where we are now, right? It's one of Amazon's biggest staples. They even said it was bigger. It was even bigger than fucking Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and Invincible, right?
Oh fuck yeah, Jesus! And that even came out of nowhere.
Yep.
I feel like it did anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we saw maybe a couple of articles saying that it was getting adapted. Mm-hmm. It probably got boosted when it did, but nobody expected it to be.
Is Invincible Amazon? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they reap the benefits of that whole piece.
So maybe we'll get some weird stuff.
That'd be cool. I mean, Spider-Man Noir show? Like, what the fuck? Like...
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get too crazy into big Marvel stuff, obviously, but especially with, like, they're not gonna I don't think they're gonna do anything with Miles Morales. That's Sony. Sony
No.
and Marvel are like that's ours. But like Edge of Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, I don't know, maybe 2099.
Yeah, of course. Like I doubt we'll get 2099. I think to be honest with you, a lot of I would say that any of the Spider-Men that are related to the TV show, like the 90s TV show, we're not gonna have the ones like even close to Spider-Man Unlimited. Like the only reason why I knew Spider-Man 2099 existed, I believe, was because Spider-Man Unlimited, because they did a crossover. Am I wrong? Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so I feel like we're not gonna get those, but like, you know what I mean? Spider Peg, like, you know what I mean? Or
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham. Sorry.
I could be
Sorry.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I thought it was Spider.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin is going to be coming back. DC announced a new Batman and Robin comic slated for September. Is the DC now following the? Well, I guess this would have to be. Well, it could have been in development. So Marvel does this thing where they have a TV show or movie. We talked about this before. They'll release like something to remind people like a year before that this exists. In comics like Secret Invasion, they just redid. Scarlet Witch has something new out. They do it a lot. I don't remember anything right now, but they do it a lot. They did a Namor thing, Conquered Shores. Just with they started that when Conda 2 was coming out. So, anyways, yeah, but so Namor and the Conquered Shores was set like way in the future, though. Like the planet has mostly been destroyed. Like not a lot of superheroes left.
Cool. Sorry, I was just looking at
Captain America was still alive, but that was like kind of it.
Wow. That's cool. That's cool.
Anyways, so it looks like DC might be following the same as they're bringing back Batman and Robin, and they announced that movie called The Brave and the Bold, which will be Damian Wayne and Batman. The new comic series will see the duo reuniting as hero and sidekick once again to investigate new mysterious cases and monsters across the iconic city of Gotham. The news comes during MegaCon Orlando when DC shared a first look at the starting issue, featuring the cover image, exterior shots, gruesome surgery conducted on pigeons. Okay, that's weird. And some design shots of the Robin Mobile. Batman and Robin acts as the follow-up series to the recently finished Batman vs. Robin, which saw the two fighting against each other following the events of the Lazarus Pit.
I don't hate the ATV. It's not amazing, but I hate vehicle.
It goes on sale this year, sometime in September. I don't know. Does he need his own bat car?
Not really.
The art, I like the art though. The art.
I was just about to say, I really like the art. I was just about to say it. It looks sharp. And it reminds me, I'm a tiny bit anime inspired.
Yeah, I see that.
But it looks, I love the colors. I love that the shading looks amazing. I like the expression they have on, faces as they're doing stuff. It's cool.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Okay. Last one for today. Well, I guess we'll talk about Spider-Verse, but Spider-Man Legacy
Yeah. Oh, I was just going to mention, it was funny because it was like the one that I had listed last minute in the for news was actually in that blurb during the last article, and really quickly it was related to
bombs.
No, sorry. It was Katie Sackhoff and Mike Flanagan talking like they want to do Poison Ivy. And now Mike Flanagan's already...
I thought he wanted to do Clayface.
He wanted to do Clayface, but he's been talking apparently about that as well.
Well, one at a time. Flanagan.
What if they mix?
And Katie Sackhoff is not right for Poison Ivy. I'll say it.
Ooh, okay.
First of all, she doesn't have red hair. She's not a ginger. She's a blonde. Although she's ginger, I guess, kind of now. Her hair in Mandalorian's dark red.
It's quite auburn. But anyway,
I
yeah.
don't.
So I just thought I'd mention that really quick.
Yeah, she's not. She's not Poison Ivy. She could be in DC. Yeah, I'm fine with that, but I don't think.
Okay, so not Poison Ivy. Okay, noted. This is the way.
Good news for DC fans is James Gunn confirms his Superman Legacy movie is quite different than his Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, who would think it's not different?
Yeah, like it's just like
Where did you get this site? Cosmic Book News. This site sounds ridiculous.
well, no, he had an interview, and they okay.
When Gunn adapted Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Cosmic comic books, he took a completely different approach than the source material one with a big time goofy approach. Ironically, he actually says Star Wars served as his inspiration, but as I've said many times, how can you imagine Harrison Ford as Han Solo doing dance off bro moment? Regarding Superman, since Gunn is known for his goofy approach to basically everything, a lot of fans are nervous Gunn's Man of Steel will be similarly goofy, making fart jokes, etc. And Gunn has even said Superman is a big old galoot, which, yeah, sure, I understand his meaning for what he thinks of Superman. That doesn't mean he's a joke. However, while speaking with the Rolling Stone about the release of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's noted that Gunn will be taking lessons of his Guardians of the Galaxy movies into the new DC universe, though perhaps not specifically to Superman movie. I learned so much from making these movies, but it's not like Superman is going to exactly have the same vibe as the Guardians movie. It's actually quite different. James Gunn commented on superhero fatigue. While I might not be totally happy with Gunn's approach to his Marvel movies, even I can admit they're entertaining and tell a good story. I'm more bitter at Marvel Comics. People were canceling the comics Gunn adapted for an MCU audience that doesn't read comics.
This is the guy writing that's saying this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, anyway, yeah, okay, whatever. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
I think there is such a thing as superhero fatigue. I think it doesn't have anything to do with superheroes. It has to do with the kind of stories that get to be told. And if you look, and if you lose your eye on the ball, which is character, we love Superman, we love Batman, we love Iron Man, because they're these incredible characters that we have in our hearts. And if it becomes just a bunch of nonsense on screen, it gets really boring. But I get fatigued by most spectacle films by the grind of not having an emotionally grounded story. It doesn't have anything to do with whether they're superhero movies or not. If you don't have a story at the base of it, just watching these things bash each other, no matter how clever those bashing moments are, no matter how clever the designs and visual effects are, it just gets fatiguing. I think that's very, very real. Yeah. Apparently, it gets released on July 11th, 2015.
Hilarious. He couldn't even hit the fucking number right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, this guy's canceled.
Okay. So that's it for this week.
Matt McGloin, please learn to write an article.
I just finished. I meant to grab it before, but I didn't have time. I just finished this series called Earth Divers. It's pretty good. I guess I didn't finish it. It comes out and it said at the end it's not coming back till October. Liars. Anyways, okay, so the first 6 issues. I've done the first 6 issues. The premise, have you heard of this? Do you know what the premise is?
No, please enlighten me.
The premise is these indigenous people. So it's like the Earth is like a desert, apocalypse kind of happened, climate change, etc. At least in America, indigenous people find a cave that goes back in time, and they decide to use that cave to go back to kill Christopher Columbus because they think that North America will do better if they're not found by Christopher Columbus and the Santa Maria and the Pinta. So it's about one kid who goes back and tries to kill Christopher Columbus, and then some other kids in the present trying to figure out what's changing, what's not, if he succeeds, if he doesn't, like what his actions have changed, etc., etc.
Okay.
I think this got optioned for something. I'm not sure. I don't remember what.
No, surprised. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good read. So I guess it's not done yet, even though the thing said it wouldn't be back till October. I wouldn't mind seeing it in. I spelled that wrong. Apparently got options back in August. Well, it got optioned even before it came out. Jesus.
Wow.
20th Century Fox.
Wow, dude. What the fuck?
That is a cool cover. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see that. So that was like comic of the week.
That's crazy.
So we got Celebration this week. Hopefully we get an Ahsoka trailer. Maybe an
we're
Accolade
definitely
trailer. Not sure Skeleton Crew has enough to have a trailer yet. I think they're still filming it. So speculation will probably pick up on Thrawn if we have an Ahsoka trailer.
Yeah. I'm going to assume Thrawn. I'm going to assume
Ezra Bridger.
Yeah, Ezra. Yeah, it's something on Ezra. I mean, I would kill to see something on Cad Bane, but
him coming back, yeah,
that would be nice.
There's a rumor that I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a rumor that Ahsoka is in 2 parts. The first part takes place during Clone Wars, and the second part takes place after with Ezra and Thrawn. So
that'd be so dirty.
So we'll see. I don't know. There'll be spec a lot to spec, not a lot to spec.
Much spec.
Also, they say they're announcing some movies.
I think we're gonna get an announcement of a new trilogy. And I don't know, man. I hope that they do.
Well, I got to do something. Star Wars is
something
out of theaters too long at this point.
Coercive and something connected, and just, you can have the Jedi, you can have the Sith, you can have the Force, you can have all kinds of this stuff. Does it have to be the exact same? No.
I would take a High Republic trilogy.
Oh my god, I take it all day, but it's not gonna happen.
We'll see. If anything, I don't really care what story they want to tell as long as it's the same writer and director for all 3 movies.
I don't think we're going to get that lucky.
Have someone with a cohesive vision. I don't care if the vision's good as long as it's cohesive.
I don't think we're going to get that. I think it's going to be a mishmash. We'll see. We'll see. But, I mean, with everything that's been told so far and done, at this point, I'm like kind of thinking, what is left? Obviously, there's a lot for them to tell. And I was really hoping that they were going to explore more of the Force walking, middle ground of the Jedi and the Sith. But I don't think we're going to get that either. So it's going to be interesting to see, what we get.
We'll definitely talk about it next week. Programming note. We may or may not be taping live to tape the next couple episodes. Josh is not a huge Leaf fan, but I am a gigantic hockey fan. So playoffs is coming up, and if there's a playoff game on a Tuesday, I will not be leaving the game like I did tonight to spend time with my good buddy Josh. So we might be doing that. We might be doing a pre-recorded thing and just airing it now. We appreciate any comments you might have during that stuff, but yeah. In April 16th, Josh and I will be at the Sarnia Pop Culture Show. Yes.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
And yeah.
Excited.
So that's the Point Edward Arena. If you happen to be close, if you're watching this or see this, and then I think that's it. Have you been watching Succession? Came out season 4.
No.
Oh, did you watch?
Not only have I haven't watched any Succession.
Like not even first season.
No.
Okay. Well, let's not talk about that then.
I
watched
just
Creed 3 today, and
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
Did Jonathan Majors look like he was acting from experience, or?
He did. He even had a cup with him the entire
Yikes.
time.
Okay. Oh!
He looked. I mean, he definitely did. Either he has a great trainer, or he did some steroids because he looked incredible, boxing wise. And he sucks because he's a great actor. I don't know. We still don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah, it's still up in the air. I mean, it's
his court date is May, so
to be honest with you, I am extremely surprised that he did not get immediately canceled. Like, I am so shocked that this past week we did not see anything from Marvel addressing anything that's going on. Like, I was like, obviously they're not going to release like a note or anything or a memo, but I feel like somebody would have said something.
Yeah,
but no.
I can't believe he thought that text message helped his case that he released.
Not
where
great.
She's like, "It's my fault. I took the phone from you." Anytime a woman says it's my fault, you hit me. Like, yeah. Anyways,
doesn't sound good.
Maybe that's not what. Maybe that was taken out of context. I don't know.
Maybe
we'll see what the court determines. However, it sucks. Either way, it sucks.
Big time.
Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. Live at least one more time, and then after that, we'll see.
For sure. On a much better note, for sure.
Steve might be back with us too next week. He's on.
Sweet Stevie.